What's going on, guys? This is Berz. I want to talk to you today about the First Spear Comm pack. This is the large version. It's a pack of sorts, as you can see, but it has a lot of different details to it that you don't see on a lot of packs out there in the market. It has some really cool materials, and that's what I want to talk about today. So if you're someone who likes multiple colors, if you usually use Coyote and you're like, you know what, I really want to go for the two-tone look for my pack, First Spear has helped you out in that category if you're looking to look tactically sexy, etc. They have this pretty cool layout where they have like a coyote tan or khaki, and they have like a ranger green kind of coloration going on. So that's really cool. It definitely does set the pack apart compared to other packs on the market. So let's talk about the function of this bag. What you have here is just a basic pack. It has about like 6 to 8 compartments. You have a large internal one, which I'll detail with some pictures. You have this outside one, and you have this kind of a flap or a cargo pouch area where you can put stuff in here, and you can put something in between. Say you have a shooting mat of sorts, you can fit that in between here and put these clips on here to keep it in there. So that's always cool to have that kind of innovation that they have there. Now on the inside here you also have a zipper pouch. Like I said, on the outside of a zipper pouch you have the main zipper, and you have an ability to put all kinds of different stuff on the sides here, as you have these mesh pockets on the side as well. One of the first things I saw when I got this in the mail was I put it on and I noticed that it doesn't have two key features that I think really bring packs that you need with packs, and that is it doesn't have a sternum strap and it doesn't have a waist strap. I've come to find that with certain in uses with it, that this has come off to the side a little bit, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. If they had a sternum strap at a minimum, I think that would be a huge improvement on the bag. It doesn't not knock in the bag as far as it's not functional, because it is, but there are those few occasions where the straps have come off my shoulders a little bit, and kind of caused this to come off, and then I've had to readjust or whatever I was doing. What I usually have been using this for is a range bag, so I've thrown stuff in here, used this for my rifle to kind of sit on top as a platform, thrown it on the ground a bunch of times to shoot off the ground. It's made well. First Spear is well known for making their gear exceptionally well, and you can see with the stitch work, bar tacks, the materials chosen, and just the fine details, this pack is really put together exceptionally well. So now let's get a closer look at this First Spear large compact. All right, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at this pack. From the front here you can see it has a zipper on the front. The pouch itself goes down all the way to the bottom here. So I have like a trauma pack in here. Like I said, I've been using this for a range pack, as well as a few other things. On the side here, this is interesting, you can actually put some other stuff in this pouch right here on the side, which is like super interesting that you'd have that there. I just have some hydration solution in there. That takes us to a side where you have mesh. Just have a folding knife in there. I used to have a Shma. I really like this bungee. It's nice and thick. It's not that thin bungee, so this is going to last a really long time. Stitching is exceptional, and this is really a different kind of mesh. It's not as open as other meshes. It's a little finer, but it's very robust in nature. So it takes us to the front here. You can see that we have these two latches on top, and it rolls down, and you can see that gives you a little bit of an area down here to put some more stuff. As you can see, I just have magazine, some green tip stuff. I got a mount, just some other stuff in here. The one thing I find interesting is you can't tighten this down any further. I'd almost like to see this tighter, or maybe this up here, so that this would be able to close off a little bit tighter. I have had a few things come out that were rather large, so again, it's just kind of something I noticed. It's not a huge deal. Again, behind that you have another pocket right here where you can put some more stuff, and that goes down almost to the bottom. So you have a ton of different storage capabilities on this pack. Here's a logo right here. So like I said, you have a ton of different places where you can put stuff. You flip it over this side. Over here you have another mesh pocket. I don't have anything in there. Same size as the other one. Good pocket. Let's get down to the top right here. This only goes down halfway on the sides as far as the zipper goes. I'd like to see this go down a little bit further. I'm not sure they can do it because of the mesh pad or the mesh sack on the side here. I just got some ball ammunition here from Mast and some other ammunition I was testing out. Got a sand sock here. I was testing out this performance ammo from Corbon, like that stuff. Some Black Hills, Barnes, a Sim, like that as well. Hornady, a bunch of different stuff in here. You can see it holds a good amount. There's some Dynamic Research Technologies, DRT. What is this? This is their 79 grain. So, it's testing out ammo. On the back here, this is where you will put a hydration bladder if you want to do that. I really like this part. On the front of this this pouch here, it comes with ammunition. No, I'm just kidding. You can see on the front here, there's these two mesh pockets. So the same mesh that's on the side is right here. You unzip that, you have a really nice pocket here, and you also have one on the bottom as well. I have my cargo pocket IFAK in the bottom here. Fits in a cargo pocket, nice little IFAK. Doesn't come with it. Just saying, that's what was in there. But as you can see, as we move to the back here, you have there's actually Hypalon along some of this bag. There's Hypalon right here. Hypalon, if you don't know what that is, it's a really grippy material, really durable, flame resistant. So you have that. The one really cool thing is a lot of places have cutouts in their packs for airflow. This one's actually pretty interesting because I'm not sure if it's actually a cutout, but this is the First Spear logo, and it'll act somewhat as a channel. It's not really that deep, it's more for looks. But you have air mesh on the back here, air mesh on the shoulder straps. And like I said, the one thing I really would like to see changed is some sort of sternum strap. I've had this come off once before where I was running down doing some dynamic stuff. Really like to see that change as far as getting sternum strap. A waist strap isn't necessarily needed as long as you have a sternum strap, but adding the option of a waist strap here, just a real simple webbing buckle, just a real simple thing. If you wanted to do that or not, you could just connect it on there. That'd be something I'd like to see as well, maybe as an advanced Comm pack. I know they just came out the large one. Maybe they can make one called the advanced where they'd have those features on there. But they have the feature at the top here where you can adjust out the top, and they have the quick release right here. So lots of different stuff going on with this pack. The bottom is actually Hypalon. And like I was telling you, that's a very durable material. That's a very smart call on their part, because what gets the most use? The bottom of the pack. So putting that on the bottom, it's a lightweight, flame resistant, super durable. I got more ammunition coming out of here. Super durable material. So overall, I definitely like this pack. I think it's well worth the money that it costs. It's made in the USA. It's made exceptionally well, and I don't think you can go wrong with getting it. It's a really great pack just to kind of use as just an all-purpose pack. Are the changes I mentioned anything that's going to be huge or game changers for me purchasing this pack? Absolutely not. You can adjust it and put that stuff on yourself if it's really a concern. That's just stuff I like to see them at least think about in the engineering of the future of the pack. But as far as this pack goes, it's definitely one of my favorite ones. As far as just grab and go capabilities, it's a real nice pack. It has a ton of different features, and it's definitely really unique compared to other packs on the market. The other thing I didn't talk about is the frame. There is a frame in here. You take this zipper off and you can see it's a polymer frame with a middle part that is made out of, I believe, aluminum. It's aluminum stay. So you have that to keep everything balanced, and I really haven't had any problems with load issues. So you bend that bar to match your back, and then you have no issues. So overall, it's a great pack. I think if you were to purchase it, it'd be well worth it. If you're looking for an all-purpose kind of pack, or some sort of whatever you want to call it, recon pack or whatever, it definitely will fit the bill and has a ton of different areas for you to put stuff, and can carry a lot of weight. So if you guys have any questions or anything, go ahead and let me know. If you guys have some First Spear packs, go ahead and put in the comments down below, or better yet, make a video about it and what your experience has been. And until next time, I wonder if you can actually see my arms with the white background and the white undershirt. Find out.